When the baby was born, the nurses noticed it almost at once. His arms and legs were already shaped like a child who had spent years in training. He was, by any measure, extraordinarily strong, and he had not yet lived a single day. This is 1 in a billion. Every week, one extraordinary mutation, the science behind it, the people who carry it, and the price that comes with it. Today, the gene that builds muscle all on its own, without a single hour of effort. DNA says otherwise. We all know how strength is supposed to work. You earn it, you lift, you push, you train, you ache, and slowly, over months and years, your body answers by building muscle. It is one of the few rules of the body that feels completely fair. The work goes in, and the strength comes out. No shortcuts. But there is a tiny number of people for whom that rule was rewritten before they were even born. Their bodies build muscle the way the rest of us build it only after years of effort, except they do it from the very beginning, without lifting anything at all. For a long time, no one understood how such a thing was possible. The first clear case to draw the world's attention was a newborn whose strength was simply impossible to ignore. Doctors watched the baby hold his arms out, steady and powerful, in a way infants are not supposed to be able to do. As he grew, the pattern held. He was visibly more muscular than other children his age, and stronger, without ever trying to be. His own family included relatives known for unusual strength. This was not an accident of training. It was running in the blood. To understand what was happening, you have to understand a quiet rule. Your own body follows every single day. Your muscles are not actually trying to grow as large as possible. Far from it. Your body has a built-in brake, a kind of internal supervisor, whose only job is to say, "That is enough, stop building now." Without that brake, muscle would grow far beyond what the body normally allows. The supervisor keeps everyone in normal range. Now imagine a person born with that supervisor switched off. So before we go further, I want you to decide something. A body that builds powerful muscle with no training at all, more strength than most people earn in a lifetime of work. Is that simply a gift, a stroke of pure good fortune? Or is a body that ignores its own brakes something we should be more careful about than it first appears? Choose now, before the answer comes. Write it in the comments. A clear gift, or something we do not yet fully understand. Keep your answer close, because what scientists found raised as many questions as it solved. For a long time, cases like this were medical curiosities with no explanation. You could see the strength, you could measure it, but the reason was hidden in a place no examination could reach, written into the body's own instructions. Then science learned to read those instructions directly. Researchers studied the rare individuals and families who carried this unusual strength, and they compared their body's instruction manual against the manuals of ordinary people. They were looking for the single line that had been changed. DNA says otherwise. The answer came down to one gene, one that controls a substance scientists call myostatin. The simplest way to picture it is this. Myostatin is the supervisor. It is the signal your body sends to tell your muscles, "That is enough. Stop growing now." In most people, that signal works perfectly, keeping muscle within normal limits. In these rare individuals, one small change in the instructions means the signal is weak or missing entirely. The supervisor never gives the order to stop, so the muscle keeps building, naturally, from birth, far past the point where the rest of us would level off. One letter and one gene, and the body simply forgets to tell itself, enough. And at first, this sounds like the ultimate prize. Strength with no sweat, power with no pain. A body that does for free what the rest of us chase for years in the gym. If you said pure gift a moment ago, this is the part where the evidence seems to be on your side. But here the story becomes more honest and more interesting than a simple superpower. Because the truth is, we do not yet fully know what a lifetime in such a body looks like. These cases are rare, and the science is still young. A body built far outside the normal range is, in a sense, an experiment that nature is still running. There are real questions about how a heart, which is itself a muscle, behaves over many decades in a body like this. There are questions about strain, about balance, about what it means to grow far beyond the limits the body usually sets for very good reasons. The break exists for a purpose. Removing it may carry costs we have not measured yet. So the strength is real and remarkable, but it is not a clean, finished story with a happy ending stamped on it. It is a door we have only just opened, and we cannot yet see all the way to the other side. If you guessed there was more here than a simple gift, the evidence leans your way. And if you imagined a flawless natural athlete, you are in good company, because that is exactly what the world first saw before the harder questions arrived. Here is why this matters for far more than a handful of unusually strong people. As we grow older, almost all of us face the opposite problem. Muscle fades. It happens slowly, year by year, until everyday tasks become harder and a fall becomes more dangerous than it once was. For people fighting illness, that loss can come faster and cut deeper. And the moment scientists understood that a single supervisor controls how much muscle the body builds, they saw a possibility. If you could gently quiet that signal, carefully and under control, you might help a weakening body hold on to its strength when it needs it most. That is the strange promise hidden inside this rare condition. A few people, born with their muscle brakes released, may point the way toward helping millions who are slowly losing the strength they once had. One unusual family, quietly opening a door that medicine has wanted to open for a very long time. Earlier, I asked you to choose a clear gift or something we do not yet understand. Look at where you stand now. Did the answer shift? Because the deepest lesson here is that the body sets its own limits for reasons we are only beginning to grasp, and a life lived beyond those limits is not simply better. It is unknown, and the unknown, even when it looks like a gift, deserves our respect. So the next time you envy the strong, remember that even a body built without effort carries questions the rest of us never have to ask. DNA says otherwise. One letter changed everything. Discovery continues. If stories like this one stay with you, subscribe and turn on the bell so the next extraordinary mutation finds its way to you. Real science, real people, no miracle cures, because the most incredible story ever written is the one inside you.